It's also the first time he is laid down, and so he is like an hour and a half past his nap time. So
Okay. So he's like, I'm done.
I'm hoping he is, but my dryer just went off and I've gotta take care of that shortly.
Wait, isn't that you've got a husband? Shouldn't he be doing that?
Yeah. He's picking up some last minute groceries and he had to go to the bank this morning.
Oh my gosh, busy Saturday
Well,
for you guys.
not for him. He's normally busy. I like to sit in the morning, but I just haven't because I haven't done laundry in 2 weeks.
Well,
So,
that would do it.
because I babysat a goat last Saturday.
Is that a euphemism or no?
Oh, legit, I babysat a goat.
I don't know how that happens.
My friend has a hobby farm and her goat had 3 babies and mom kicked
recording in progress.
So she was bottle feeding it every 2 hours around the clock.
Oh my gosh.
And it needed to run out of town. So she was gone from like 7 in the morning till 7 at night. So he was here. And I was bottle feeding him every 2 hours, at least during the day. I didn't have to use the night
That's why you eat those things. We're supposed to eat that.
We're supposed to eat goats?
Goats, yeah. That goat. How to eat a goat. Well, they do everywhere else in the world.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna share my screen for a minute. I know Marilyn's gonna have a heart attack. But I got Brian's loan information. Super nice guy. Just didn't tell me who he has his loan with. So I've got his loan number. I don't know who it's with, and we'll see exactly what they owe. Let's see. Oh, it's Rockham. So give me
the one in Adams.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
We're going to talk to him today. And it's funny, I have the guy I bought, I did a mortgage takeover on his home, just reached out and said, hey, I need to rent a home. And so I'm going to look and see what we can do for him. Hopefully.
So I also got, well, Sean had worked with a realtor for, I don't even remember who he got this guy's name from. But he just sent us a complete updated off-market portfolio. 3 triplexes, 19 duplexes, and 21 single-family homes.
Okay.
He's looking to either get rid of some or all of it.
Okay, what's the reason? Do we know?
No. Let me just see. Meantime, I'd like to let you know of a huge off-market portfolio. Owners opening to selling it in full or piecing it off. He didn't really say why.
Okay, I mean, Sean Lee might be.
That's in his neck of the woods.
It's what he likes. Let's get it under contract first.
Well, I just got the link. I didn't even look at the details. It's in the Milwaukee-ish area, so it very well could be, questionable locations and all that.
Okay.
But yeah, I just got it yesterday when we were on the road.
Yeah, if you want to send it over to me, we can start searching it.
Yeah, we had gone to see a couple piles yesterday.
Oh, really? Bad?
Yeah. There's Sean coming home with my groceries.
Were we having a Lloyd dog or whatever it is, a rocket dog or what is it called? Locker dog.
Locker dog? I don't think so.
Did you get the locker dog, Sean?
No.
No. Well, how are we supposed to eat?
They were all out.
Oh, sure. Lies.
Everybody's stocking up for the 2 feet of snow.
Oh, is there 2 feet of snow out there?
Coming.
Gonna be.
You can get in a car and just move. You don't have to deal with that.
Yeah.
I won't show you The 2 feet of sunshine. Oh, yep, still there.
Yeah, but you guys have earthquakes.
They're kind of fun. You'll see when you're in one, you'll be like, oh, this is kind of fun. Okay, so I'm gonna need to get on the phone with Brian separately.
Yeah, I gotta take care of something. I will be right back.
Okay, get the laundry. Okay. Well, look how many people there are. We got the words and that's it. This is the these are, oh good. Let's admit John. Let's see. So we should have an update from him. John, do you have an update?
On property in Johnstown.
Yeah.
I went down there, I got into the building.
Okay.
You couldn't get back but halfway because the roof collapsed all the way to the first floor.
Oh, it did.
Yeah.
That's not good.
So it's, the one side, it's got like 3 different doors. One door goes to 8 rooms on one side, and another door goes to 8 rooms on the other side. And those are offices, and then you go upstairs and it's all apartments. And then you had that buy gold and silver coins store down in the basement right there on the street. And then if you walk around the building to the back, they had like a 3 or 4 car garage and storage area, and then another door that opened to unload trucks, I guess. So yeah, it's a huge building.
Wow.
Somebody cut the it's a 4, I guess they call it a 3-phase. It's 480 volts. Somebody cut those pipes and stole the copper.
Oh, geez. Well, you probably, yeah, you probably.
Kinda gone, but yeah, it's a total rehab.
And that's the 18?
Yeah, that's the 18. The overall shell and foundation looks fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the old style aluminum windows all the way through.
Okay. Well, I just wonder if it's, I mean, is it too much, or do you think we could get clever with it?
Either way, if my commercial guy don't buy it, I'm gonna try and go the other way that we were talking about.
Yeah, I mean, one thing, it's going to give you a ton of stuff to do, which is fun. I look at that. I mean, it's a project and a half. You've got the background in construction, so that shouldn't be, that's not going to hurt you. And it's potentially, I mean, if you do it right, it's potentially a really expensive building that could be kind of the highlight of the town. An important part of it is, making sure the city's on your side and they're willing.
Well, yeah, I talked to the town, I guess, assistant or whoever for the mayor, and I ended up talking to somebody that said, yeah, we could get a grant to do the outside. But while I was there, right next door to that building, right across the parking lot, is a 4 apartment building for co-living assistants. And then right across the street is a dollar store. And then right on the other side of the tracks is what do you call that? An autism school for kids that's everything's newly rehabbed. There's a senior center around the corner. There's a bank down the street. There's
so they're renovating.
Mall Hospital rehab right down the street. There's Yeah, it's just Social Security DSHS building down there.
Okay, so they're trying to jazz it up a little bit.
Well, yeah, they're rebuilding the town, so there's a lot of building. There's actually 3 other buildings, 3 blocks down the street, a little bit bigger than this one that's a rehabbing into apartments.
Okay. Now this is I mean, how much of it's office? All the bottom floor?
I would say at least half the bottom floor, because I could only get back so far because of the collapsed building, and then I wasn't trusting the floor. I got a little worried. I didn't want to
Yeah.
go through the floor and be stuck in there. But I went back 8 rooms to the collapsed. It's like collapsed right in the middle.
Now, is it repairable? I mean, is it brick on the outside?
Oh,
Or?
all the bricks fine. So it'd just be a matter of replacing the beams and redoing the roof and, rehabbing it. There's 8 offices on either side, like I said.
Oh, so it's an
Those are
office
separate
building.
doors. Yeah, they're separate. It's 3 doors in the front. You go up the stairs. There's the middle door, which goes up the stairs to the apartments, because it's like 2 1-bedrooms and 3 2-bedrooms or 4 2-bedrooms. Yeah, it's kind of weird up top. But then, like I was saying, you got the 3 doors, and each of the side doors opens into hallways for 8 offices on either side.
Okay.
I don't know where the bathroom was. It was probably back in that collapsed part.
Yeah.
Then you had it used to be a corn, gold, silver buy place to the office in the basement. So there was an office down there as
Any
well.
safes?
Huh?
Any safes? Did you see any safes?
No, I couldn't see any. But I did get a chance to talk to, apparently he was the son of the mayor for the town.
Oh,
He
really?
just happened to be walking across the street, and I yanked him up, and I got to talking about the neighborhood, and then he told me who he was, and I was like, wow.
That's cool.
So that kind of lucked out. And he said, yeah, they're trying, his dad's trying to rebuild the town. So yeah, it was kind of cool. And
I think it's
there's
a great.
lot of construction down there. And I noticed, I paid attention to the neighborhood on the way out. I came up 56, and there's all kinds of houses and buildings that need rehabbed all the way up through there, heading out 56.
What is the what's the name of the town?
It's what do you want to call it? Winber.
W.
Yeah, WINBER. Well, that's the yellow house I looked at yesterday too, but I couldn't get a hold of the real estate agent. So that's actually
That's in Pennsylvania?
Johnstown.
Is that?
So it would be, I
Yeah,
guess,
Pennsylvania. Yeah.
I'm trying to think if that's North Johnstown. I would start at 36 or 636 Main Street where that building was, and just follow on out of town up Scalp Avenue.
Okay, wait, what is the address for the building?
636 Main Street,
Okay.
because that takes you right into Geese Town, they call it. And there's 4 colleges nearby there within 30 miles. So there's a lot of opportunity on that building.
And that is, tell me the name of the city again.
Johnstown.
Oh, that's all in Johnstown?
Yeah, it's North Johnstown, like between Johnstown.
What, no, the
Cotamounts,
18. The 18 was like Woodmeyer or something.
Winber.
WINDER.
Yeah, that's a little farther north, but I guess
Right, but I
that's
mean, if we're talking, let's just talk one thing at a time, just so we don't get confused. Mainly, that I'm just trying to see how close that is to.
well, I would search 636 Main Street in Johnstown,
Yeah, that's what I got.
and take Winber out of there, because
so
it'll confuse the computer.
it is Johnstown, though, huh?
Yeah, it is Johnstown.
Okay. So there's a, what the heck? I don't know what just happened here.
Yeah, you're in a directions map.
No, that's what I want to be, but I'm trying to figure out where it's taking me. Oh, it's in Durango. That's my problem.
Yeah. There you go. I see what you're trying to do now.
So I want to see where the construction
Yeah.
schools are. Because we can get a construction school to be a part of it.
Yeah, that would be great. There's a brand new paint shop right down the street. They sell housing paint and stuff.
Oh, it's 11 minutes away. It's construction school at the University of Pittsburgh, Johnstown.
Yeah, that's what I said. There's like 4 colleges right around it. You got the Coma Medical Center, Rehab Center. There's just so much there.
It's gonna be a clever, like, if this is it, right? Greater Johnstown Technical, yeah, so it's a okay, so we need to get smart on this. Because if you make it a practical project, we don't put a big time limit on it. You know, you have kids
Right,
and they can go in whenever they want to and work on it and get credit for school. That's pretty cool.
right.
Okay.
And that guy said his dad's doing 1 more year and then he's going to stop being mayor. So
I wonder if the kid will take over.
I don't know.
Okay.
But if you follow from Main Street to my house, I took up through Geestown just to see what other properties I could find. And there's all kinds of properties along that route that are vacant or empty. So I was kind of thinking maybe I should do some drive for dollars. And
Yeah, I mean, we can get some of those under contract, get other people in there to if it is a town that's being renovated, like that's great.
it is. Yeah, that part of Johnstown is, though, I know.
It's a cool town.
Yeah, they got tons of stuff to do there all year round.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think it's a good place to search too. The rents are okay.
Yeah, I've been constantly looking at rents and calling on the houses and putting in bids and or offers, and it just seems that people are kind of stuck on their price as far as the realtor goes, because they have it on as a realtor, and then it's probably better if I figured I'd start trying to get a hold of the owner and just talk to the owner
Yeah, definitely. Well,
instead of going through the
like
realtor.
this one sold for 117. They're reasonable prices for cool little houses.
Yeah, that's why it's so hard to make that low ball offer on some of these because they're so nice on the inside. It's like,
Yeah, but it also, I mean, it needs to,
you got some in that shape there for like $65,000-$70,000.
right, but these need full rehab as well, like all this
Yeah,
that stuff.
they're outdated, but
Massively outdated. That's what you base your low ball on for sure.
yeah, but they're still rentable.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, the reality and what we tell people are two different things. Like we tell the seller, hey, I've got to do a ton of work on this, but we tell the renter, hey, take it or leave it.
Right.
Because that's kind of the deal. Okay. Well, yeah, you got your work cut out for you. Try to,
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to do this 18, go into it with both feet, because it's going to be something that's going to take your time. Try not to get shiny object syndrome if you can, but it's really important to, like, if you're going to do that, like, do it. I think the ARV on that is way more. I think it said like 250. I think it's way more, especially if you can rent those out as office spaces.
Yeah, I think it's way more than 250 though.
Absolutely, because that's what it's going to cost you to get it all fixed. So yeah, but I mean, do yourself a favor, either commit or just ignore it, and move on. Because
Well, I'm committed to it now for a while, but I'm also doing the other houses as well because I got the time. So
yeah, then I would probably leave the 18 if it's not your full commitment, because it's going to take a ton of work and a ton of time.
right.
If you can do better just grabbing houses, then go that route.
Well,
But
I was just thinking, it's just head the project on that 18 if it comes down to that, and then do the other stuff in the process.
yep. Yeah, I'm a big fan of finding something and focusing on it. If you're gonna, especially if it's something that's new to you, as far as this would be your first one, maybe cut your teeth on the getting some of those houses going, and then move into it. Build your crew up out there.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of multitasking though. I do a lot of things all the time.
Right. Any of them good?
Oh yeah, like the program I'm doing on school, that's one,
Yep.
and then take on this project and then wholesaling houses and then,
Yeah. Well, here you go. I mean, this is what you're saying, the 54,000. This needs updating. It's not a structural thing.
right.
You can roll in there and offer 25 and just say it needs. And what I try to do is I ask them, oh, is that your price looks like the after repaired value?
Right.
Get them to agree to that, and then you're good to go, because then you can just be like, okay, so that's what it should be. It's going to cost me this much, so here's the price I can give you. And that
Yeah,
usually,
and like I'm saying, I do that and it's getting them to agree to it. That's the hard part.
okay, let's call this one just for fun and let's check it out. I never group
Knock it
everything.
off.
I don't ever group. Is that your wife?
No, my dogs. I'm not married. I've been single 23 years.
Oh, nice. Sean was talking to me about that. Oh wait, Cheryl's on the phone. Not funny unless she's listening. All right, let's see.
I got dogs.
This one day on market.
I think we have better luck when there are more days on market than one.
I agree, but I call everything, you know that. I just like calling.
Yeah, I'm waiting to hear back from the realtor on that mansion in Windber.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked at that. That apartment building is attached to the back of that house, and the one side's vacant. I think there's only one tenant in it.
Okay, hang on just 1 second. Let me call him. Hello? Hello?
Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries. I just went.
Connected to my car.
That's all right. No big deal. Hey, I'm calling about the Hammer Avenue in Johnstown.
Yes, that is one of our new listings
Yeah.
just put on, and Bob Jr.'s actually handling that property. And what I can do is let me transfer you over to his phone number, and then he'll be able to, He'll be
Yeah.
able to help you with that. Okay.
Perfect. Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
1 minute, please.
Good music. Really.
Record your message and press pound, or press star to contact the operator.
No. Hey, I'm calling about 153 Hammer Avenue. Can you give me a call back? My name's Trent. My number 949-246-2666. You can text me as well when you're ready to chat. Okay, we'll just leave that. That's too much of a hassle to get to them. But I see what you're saying. I mean, in this area,
Yeah, between here and Maryland and West Virginia, I have about 500 properties on my list and keep getting more all the time because I get them sent directly from Zillow or Redfin,
yeah.
And I keep going through and doing them and making my calls and everything and making offers. They just seem not to be going through or getting there.
Okay. Yep, it's a grind. It's finding the right opportunity. That's the thing. Okay. Well, I'm gonna call on one that's so the house I bought in Lubbock, the old owner needs a place to live. They're raising the rents on him, and so he wanted me to see if I could find something for him, and I found something last night. So I'm gonna call. The dream would be get him in and start building some equity in something again, but I'm not sure where he's at. But so let's see. Let's see what we can do for him. Because if this one is what I think it is, oh, there's another one though. One I had is better. I think I did Wolf Force. Go back. And then we've got Brian to talk to for that one 454 West Center. Let's see what he's up to today. Always something to be doing. Yeah, this one's it. Let's call him and see.
Hi, you've reached Kelsey Miller with Keller Williams Realty. I'm so sorry I missed your call. If you'll please leave your name. Hi, you've reached voicemail Kelsey Miller with Keller Williams. Hi, you've reached voicemail Kelsey Miller with Keller Williams.
Okay. All right. need to get into let's see, I need to get into Rocket Mortgage for Brian. I don't want to out any of his information. Accounts. I do have an account. Let's see what this takes us to. All right, let's see. This is Brian. I'm trying to get the information from him or from his it's so funny. They said they can't send the mortgage statement until the beginning of the month. I'm like, that's just not true. That ain't true. But whenever we can get, sometimes people are fine with you just going into their mortgage account. Makes it easier, you know for sure what you get. Okay, let's see what we need. We need his email. Okay, so we'll wait for him to respond. Okay. Email password. Okay, so we'll do that. Set that aside for a minute. Okay. Now Cheryl and Sean, you guys have a list that came to you. Do you want to start vetting that? Sean, you're oh boy. I think mommy and daddy are fighting.
Sorry, what did you say?
Do you want to start working on that list that you got?
Yeah, I did email it to you.
Oh, good.
First couple ones look like they're in the hood in Racine.
Okay, and you know the area pretty well, so we can kind of,
That's on the other side of the state. That's definitely Sean Lee's territory.
okay. So what we're gonna do is let's get them all organized for him so he can just be the buyer and he doesn't have to do any work. That's where we make that gives us a reason to live. Hey Marilyn, are you seeing all those in the email?
I'll just gonna check it right now. I'm sorry.
Okay.
The email, yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna check it out.
Yeah, checking now.
Thank you.
Okay, copy.
Can you give us access?
I don't have the ability to.
Oh, who does?
Probably the realtor that sent it to me.
Okay, can you ask them that you got somebody you're sending it to and just ask them if they can?
Yeah.
I sent a request, so we'll see, and just let them know it's me. The other thing you can do is make a copy. And then you've got full access to it, and then you can send it. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Rock on.
I'll go that route first.
That's a good rope. Okay, that'll help. Oh, good. Brian is responding, so that's good. Here, so it's not.
Okay, I just shared it with you through Google Docs.
Okay,
I am by no means a Google Docs expert.
so guys, do you need
don't know
any
if it, I
help?
don't know if it emailed it to you again.
Okay, okay.
I'm an Excel girl.
I get it. Everybody's got their thing.
Restriction time. Silence, that's more. Dude, figure that's reaching no right.
Here, let me just do this.
Mhm.
Check your inbox.
Checking now.
Okay, that's lame. Okay, I'm gonna export it to Excel and download it.
Okay,
Then
cool.
send it to you.
Beauty. Thank you. And we're getting Brian set up so we can look at his stuff.
Okay, it should be on its way.
Okay. Come on. Good. Great. Zero, 3, 0. $3,489. Hmm. Okay, we're trying to get into Brian's stuff. Okay, I don't know why his loan's not coming up. It's so weird. All right, let's see. And you emailed it over?
That
That's
call I
me.
just made, that lady's got 7 more that are just foreclosed. They're all in Wisconsin. That was the Neilsville junker, Cheryl.
Nice.
She's gonna send 7 more foreclosures she just got from banks.
Pre-foreclosures or?
No,
after?
they're done. They're bank owned, they're foreclosed, they're for sale now.
So
The mess
now,
is done.
are you finding any pushback to getting any kind of deals on? Oh, geez, this is a whole list. Are you getting pushback on all that?
What do you mean pushback?
When you go to the bank, what I mean, how negotiable is it?
This realtor's just listing them for the bank, so she's got 8 of them right now. Because I asked her about this one. It's a really beat up one. I just figured I'd call it.
Yeah,
And she told me they just lowered 8,500. They're at 63.5. She told me they'd take 40. So, and then she's gonna send 7 more properties. She says she's going insane with foreclosed properties. They're everywhere.
that's awesome.
So,
Are they all in that same area, Sean?
she asked me what, how far we travel. I said, we have other buyers. I told her, I said, we got our money guy that's got fix and flippers. I said, we'll take anything in the state of Wisconsin. So
Are they all up in that area?
I would assume, her office is in,
Because that would be perfect for Jason.
the thing is this place, when it's rehabbed, gets $1,300 a month rent. So, you could put 70 grand in it if you had to, still cash flow and make money. This lady's office is in Central Wisconsin Board of Realtors. I don't know. It's a 715, so it's up by Eau Clairish,
Yeah.
somewhere north of here.
Yeah, so I mean, if you go in and offer 15, are they gonna send you packing or?
She's just told me 40 they'd take. So 15 isn't too far. I just told her, I said, if the number's right, we can take this off their hands. It's just the numbers gotta work. And she's open to it. Plus the 7 more. I'm hoping the 7 more are better than this one. Because she laughed. I said, we're just looking for fix and flips to try to keep crews busy. And she goes, this one will keep you busy. So she's going there today, and she's going to get more pictures. So she's going to get pictures for me of the roof, and she's going to get more in the basement. Because I told her, I said, I want to see more of the foundation on this one. The one little picture is
Okay. And do you want to like any one of them that we can get under? Even if you don't want them, let's throw them on investor lift. What I'm learning about an investor lift is I'm getting properties that are too done. Everybody wants ones that are not done, so they can kind of jack up the price on the fixed part, so they can pull money.
The last 2 weeks, I've had 10 workers that I know looking for work. So things are really slowing down, which this isn't the time. In this area, usually everybody that's worth a darn is busy by February for the rest of the year. But there's just me. I have 10 guys. Back 15 years ago, on a Monday or Tuesday morning at 6:30 in the morning, I could call 5 guys. They'd be there an hour and a half later working. But it hasn't been like that. And now it's getting back like that. I got guys begging to go do jobs.
Okay, that's great.
It's great, except they can't pay their bills. It's the only problem, which is fine.
Yeah, but what do you have other guys like you in your area that you like and know and compete with, or are you?
We don't really compete. We've had so much work. I know dozens of guys that have been 20 years like I have.
So
we don't compete. There's been so much.
Yeah, no, good. That's what I was hoping is like, it's so important to get a network of guys your caliber that you still have a piece of whatever, or you're selling them, wholesaling them to them. And that way you can keep them busy. They're happy to, be a part of it and make like a little syndicate up there. I think that's great.
Most of my guys, we've been spoiled because new construction's so much easier and less, headaches. So we've been spoiled that way, but these guys got to work.
Yeah, no, and that's cool that I think the most successful people in the world are the ones that are thinking about how to help other people. I mean, it's 100% the deal. And so you guys are thinking about it the right way.
So I'll send Vicky my email. So she'll be like later. She's not going to get me the list like soon because she's showing properties today. So I'll get her my email and contact, and there should be 7 more at least, plus whatever's coming in, because she says foreclosures are going insane right now. The banks must have sat on for a year and a half, probably not foreclosing.
I think a lot of the banks were just hoping something good was going to happen, and now they're realizing like
it's the end of the line.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm saying offer incredibly low, because it's a buyer's market right now. And so, I mean, when they say they'll take 40, do half of what they say they'll do, and it seems mean, but it's not.
Here's something that surprised me on the Melrose offer we put in the other day. That realtor right on, and I've never noticed this when I've put offers on properties. The realtor, we didn't even say anything about it. He put as the buyer for me, he put Sean Ward, WHP Construction LC, or assignee right on the offer line.
Oh, wow.
Because I was reading through the contract and I was like, just making sure it was assignable, because the state contract in Wisconsin, usually you strike it through assignable, or usually it's assignable and they'll strike it through or they won't. And I was looking through for that, and right on the first line, they had or assigns, which is like perfect, because I didn't even have to tell the realtor I wanted assignable. He just,
that's great.
Yeah, I mean, I was surprised. So there's one last thing I had to, talk my way into. Not people, as soon as you ask for something, they wonder what you're up to,
Well, and that's why, I mean, the whole key to this is just be honest. You don't have to backtrack, and that's why I do it from the standpoint of, hey, I've got other people that like this stuff, and I'd like to share it with them if you're okay with it, and everybody's okay with it.
Yeah, that's what I told her. I told her, I said, we have other people and they want to work right now. So send us everything you got.
Just don't be sneaky. That's what I
try.
Help people and don't be sneaky. It's that should be our motto. Why can I not find?
When you text somebody your email address, Trent, I know yours is longer than mine.
Yeah.
Do you have to tell them no dash? Because last week I sent 3 people it, and I had to 3 times tell them I didn't get their email. Are people smart enough to know that when you type that in and it hyphens it at the .com?
Oh, when it goes to the next level.
Do you have? I mean, I'm going to tell them no dash. And that's what I did all week. Is that confusing people? And I should just not say that, because I don't think that here, send it to me. I don't think that goes up. I'll send you a text just to see, because yours is longer than mine. So you must have come across this, but I'm just.
When I text people my email address, it goes through as a hyperlink and I just expect them to click on it.
Yeah, that's usually the deal.
On their text though, like when you
Yeah, text
email.
it to me real quick. Let's see.
Yeah, I'll see what it's doing because I had 3 people last week. And it was weird because they've emailed me before, and I'm like, nothing came through. A lot of people's have stuff sitting. Yeah, so that time it come with the dash to you, and that's shorter than my other email. Home. Hold on. Yeah, hold on here. That should be homes anyway. So there should be an S, one more letter, and
No, it doesn't come with it.
the dash.
No dash. It's just
Okay.
showing that on your side because it's
Yeah.
going to the next.
So I'll never say no dash again.
Yeah, don't say no dash because you sound, you know, a little bit dumb.
It's confusing. I saw someone do that to me. That's why I started doing it.
Yeah, no, it's yeah. You don't want people to realize that you're not too smart.
Dumb.
Well, yeah. Well, I would say not too smart. I think that's a more
Okay. That's better. Yeah.
on the other side of smart. You know, that's what I would.
Okay.
That's how I'd handle that.
Well, it's never been an issue to this past week. And it's like,
You being smart?
no, I'm just saying I've never had an issue to this week. And I had 3 emails that never showed up. That Jordan, the realtor, had already sent me the offer the day before. And then when he resent it, I never got it.
Huh.
And then Cheryl followed up and it was in his draft or outbox, I guess.
Thank goodness for Cheryl. Seriously.
Yes. That's why we got her involved.
Well, heck yeah. Because when it comes right down to it, I'm afraid you're a little bit of an issue. But in a good way. It's kind of fun.
I was born it this way. I can't help it.
I know, but you're supposed to progress. You're still at that level.
It's never going to change.
Dang.
Is Sean Lee going to be around today? Do you know, or is he on?
I don't think so, huh? Yeah, and so what we want to do, like, let's treat Sean like a buyer.
Yeah.
Get you know, whatever you have, get it under contract and then assign it to him. It's really important to keep the way we do things, you know, completely the way it should be, even if you're dealing with somebody you don't know, because as much as we know them and we've known them in here, we want to make sure that we're always taking care of ourselves first.
I've got his info, Sean, if you want to reach out or call.
No, I don't need to. I told Cheryl this morning, I said, just throw the list to you and then figure out, because it's a big deal. I mean,
Yeah, no,
there's
it's huge.
plenty of work for everybody there.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, I just want to make sure that, you know, if it's your deal, you get it under contract and then you go to Sean, and then you don't want to just hand it over and say, well, throw me a bone. You know, it's like, it's not that. People won't throw you a bone.
well, and that works for anybody in the group if they want to chase, like Sharon, anybody, if they want to chase
Yeah,
deals. I mean,
Absolutely.
let's just do it. It's good. Because it's getting to the point, we have 6 realtors and they've been sending us this Chuck. He's been giving us emails every day. I haven't had the time to look at them. And then yesterday, Cheryl talked to me at a portfolio, off-market portfolio. I mean, it's off-market. So,
That's what we want.
Well, that was in his original email. I just hadn't had a chance to look at it and kind of forgot about it. So yesterday when we were in the car, I decided after he followed up, I figured I should probably reply. And that's when he sent it to us. So when we went to see the 2 dumps yesterday.
I mean, they're no worse than this Vicky's dump, but it's just, I mean, the ones we saw yesterday, if you want to put 80 grand and keep guys busy for 3 months, I mean, some people maybe do want that heavier rehab. That's, you know, I'd like to find a little bit, you know,
Lighter.
yeah, or you just start putting offers, because that one yesterday, you could put an offer in for 40, but if they owe more than that, you know, I can still look at the numbers,
Yeah.
but it's just, there's got to be better deals for us out there. We just got to keep looking.
Yeah, no, and that's the key. It's just, let's make the offers. So your triplex. So do we have any prices on these at all?
I think the spreadsheet had
So
what they bought it for.
yeah, that's all I've got is about what they paid for it. And so I'd love to know what they're looking to get for these. Are they just trying to do it as a portfolio?
Well, they're technically off market, so I don't think they're asking anything quite yet. I did reach out to see what the motivation was.
Okay.
You know, hard to say. I Googled that top one and it's pretty sketch. The image that came up was like, you know.
Well, and that's the deal. I mean, a lot of people don't realize, like, when they say, well, I bought it for this, and it's like, well, when you bought it, you bought it and it was nice. And
Yeah, well, and then the second one, there was some pictures on apartments.com, but I'm assuming those were old ones from 2021 when this was last bought.
yeah.
Understand though too, Cheryl, like, so somebody like Carl Schilling has hundreds of properties and like 40% of them are in the hood in La Crosse and are like what we looked at yesterday. That place in La Crosse, even it's a pile, that will make people money. And there is people out there that will own that because they have 2 or 3 maintenance guys. Carl's got 2 maintenance guys full time. Gainer's the same way. He owns all these properties and he has like total crap holes. That's how these guys got started. They only paid 10 grand for these places, but they're making them 600 a month.
Yeah.
So even though like that triplex Trent is looking at, the front looks like it's the corner hangout hood, but if that place is bringing in 3 grand in a month, there's plenty of people who never step foot on that place that'll own them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nothing I want to own because I don't want to get shot when I go collect the rent. But
Right.
Dan Reedy walks around with a pistol on his hip, I'm sure, or his bees.
No, wasp spraying and hats handle. It's the greatest thing I've ever heard.
I'm sure he's packing too.
You think? Well, in the city, of course.
If you wanted to just go look at Detroit and see the rents they're getting and the property values are so low. You know, everything's going to be risky. There's a cost to the income, but somebody's got to own those places. I don't want to.
No, and that's why we lowball and sell them. You know, that's really what we got. We got to get on a. We've got plenty of deals. We just need to start getting buyers. And Sean Lee is one of them. I really have grown to like that guy. He's got a lot of great ideas, and so we got to make sure he's got the money backing him.
Yeah, I think I knew him from like one of the Discords, one of Richard's guys, because you know how Richard would always have guys like you and Garrett, maybe, and different people would do different times of the day.
Yeah.
He reminds me of one of the guys. I can't remember. It's been over a year since I listened to any of those people.
Yeah.
But
well, it's funny. There's a guy on TikTok that's just roasting Richard. I keep putting him on my TikTok story just for fun. I
listen to Richard like in the afternoon if I'm driving. I'll just watch his TikToks just because his total arrogance.
Massive arrogance.
But I mean, that's good in a way. You don't need to be that arrogant.
Yeah, it's funny because my son tells me, he's like, Dad, you're doing TikTok. You gotta show off what you've got, and and I'm like, no, I'm not going to. I'm doing it differently. I just want to help people.
You just take bits and pieces from him, you know.
Yeah.
Because he's got a lot of good ideas, and his confidence helps too.
Yeah, but his like, oh, if you need, proof of funds, just go to Google and dial proof of funds, and you'll find one in there.
Did you see the follow-up that he did for that to stick up for himself, though?
No.
He basically said whoever thought he said to do that, because they took him out of context on that. So
it was fully in context. That's what's so funny.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll show you real quick. It's fun. Because the guy is just roasting him.
I saw bits of that.
This guy.
Have you seen this? What do you do if you make an offer on a property and then your seller says, hey, I need proof of funds? Well, guys, literally just Google proof of funds generator and you can find a proof of funds generator online.
All you gotta do is Google proof of funds. You don't actually need proof of funds.
Something that people don't realize is that no investor purchases in cash. It just doesn't happen. Only people who purchase truly in cash are hedge funds.
Shit, I must be a hedge fund manager because I bought a house that was an investment with cash.
But if you are selling to a fix and flipper, if you are selling to a rental investor, a portfolio investor, they're using a hard money loan. They're using a private loan. They are not using cash in their bank account. Nobody wants to use their own cash.
Yes, that's correct. Wholesalers do not want to tie their money up in a deal. They don't want to tie anything up in a deal.
So it's pretty funny. I mean, the guy is relentless. I'm gonna reach out to him because I think he's hilarious.
That's an old video. of
Super old
Richard.
because he doesn't have a mustache.
He doesn't have his pearl necklace and all that either.
Yep.
Did you ever meet Richard face to face?
Oh yeah, we did a lot of stuff together. We went out when he would come out here. I'd take them out to lunch, and we went shooting, skeet
Dirt
shoot.
biking? He likes a dirt bike, doesn't he?
He likes fast motor cars.
Oh,
And Chris is a nice kid. I like them both. It just once Richard started telling, saying that I was stealing assignment fees from people, that's when I was like, wait a minute. So yeah, that's where I kind of call it a day. Because I don't know
Mr.
what.
Chairman.
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead, John.
I was gonna ask about something. If you got something quicker, Marilyn, go ahead. All right, well, Trent,
Yeah, but
I found this property and I've called the realtor several times. I'm thinking about 60,000.
what's the address?
It's 612 Cross Lanes Drive in Nitro, West Virginia. It's been on the market 50 days, 53 days, something like that.
Cool. And you're gonna go where? How much?
55, I was thinking, or 60.
Why so high?
They put it on, they took it off because it needs work.
Why so high is what I'm saying. Not why
Right.
so low. You're offering too much.
60's too, or 55's too much.
Yeah, I would go probably 40. And the reason I want you to go low to start with is a cool house. If this was in California, it'd be $1 million. But yeah, we want to start low just to start the conversation.
Okay.
Obviously, the market has seen it. They don't like it. The kitchen needs a full remodel, which can cost.
Right.
Yeah, there's just a bunch of reasons to not pay anywhere close to what they're asking. But
Right.
it opens up a conversation, and that's what you want to do. And you can sell it 10 times easier if it's a nice low price.
And I think the ARVs are up close to 200 though.
How do we know? Really? I mean,
I researched the properties around it. Most of them 4-bedroom, 2-bath are going in that price range.
But do you want to sell it or do you want to keep it?
Well, I don't want to keep it. I want to sell it.
Right. Don't you want to get a low price that you know is going to sell?
True.
And I see everything in the area as 125, 113, 139, 200. I don't see anything in the ARV you're saying.
Well, I went through and did houses that have sold.
Yep,
4-bedroom, 2-bath. And they was all popping up in the 200s in that area.
Here's a mobile home that sold for 200. But yeah, I mean, I won't argue ARV with you because I feel like everybody, we've got to get a good ARV on these things in order to decide. But if they're willing to go 40,000, it doesn't matter what the ARV is.
Oh, that's true.
That's why I say everybody worries so much about ARV, and it's like, how about let's worry about a low price and
Right.
just
Well,
really, you can politely lowball people and explain to them why. That's
Right.
my whole idea is I think it's honest. I think we find out what's going on and we let them know, like, to come in here, the floors all need to be redone. That needs
the
massive
kitchen
updating.
ceiling.
The kitchen's a mess. So we're looking about the same price. So yeah, I would just say, I appreciate your $89,000. But in the area, there's a lot of houses that are the same price and they look like they're nice and not needing rehab.
Right.
Be like 125. Let's check this one out.
Yeah, I was just originally taught to go look at RV.
He said,
Yeah.
I put him in the kennel with this peanut butter Kong, hoping he'd relax and fall asleep. He's still licking.
Are you talking about John? Cindy? I mean, Cheryl, are we talking about John?
Sorry, I thought I was on mute.
John, just use the peanut butter and you'll be licking. So that should be good. Yeah, so all I'm saying, John, is let's try something different because up to this point it's not working. And so the different is, here's an ARV of 125, 4-bedroom, 2-bath. Okay. So that blows out of the water your idea of a $200,000 nice house. I mean, these are fine houses. We need sellers to realize that they don't have what they think they have.
Right.
So come in gentle and say, here's what I'm thinking.
Got it.
All right. So try that and see what happens.
What's that?
Try that and see what happens.
Yeah, well. Yeah, I've called this guy on this house 3 times already this morning.
Oh, you've already talked to him?
No, I haven't talked to him yet, but I've called him 3 times.
Oh, gotcha.
I just go down my list and start calling people. I mean, they don't answer, I call again. And if they don't answer, I leave a message and then call again.
Yep, that's the grind.
And move on. It's called next. I'll put that on my list.
I'm gonna take a quick call from Brian. Hey, Brian.
Hey, what's going on, Trent?
Not much. How you doing?
Still too early to find out.
Too early. Come on. It's only Saturday. Hey, so that message that came through is from them. They don't do online So I'm just trying to see what it says. If you do not see a button, yeah, so you just click to read that, and that will be your mortgage statement.
Yeah, so I've clicked it and they sent it to me before
Yeah.
and I wasn't able to get into it. I don't know if it's because it's on a cell phone and not on a laptop. I'm not sure, but
Okay.
it's not allowing me to click it. I mean, I can click it, but it's not popping up any information.
Okay. I'm talking to them. I'm texting them as well. Or I've got them. I don't know if it's a real person or AI, but yeah, and they said they don't allow you to see your mortgage online.
All right, so I'd have to give them a call and ask them to send it to me.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
Okay.
Well, that guy told you after 8%.
So yeah, so they're gonna send it to you by mail.
Okay.
Okay, so we got that part, but to the best
Sounds
of your
good.
knowledge, the numbers that we were going over before, let me just pull them up again. That's about right, correct? You basically owe what it's worth. Is that where we're at?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, I thought that's where we're kind of. Yeah, so what questions did you have? Is your dad with you?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I am.
Hey,
Hey,
how
go
are
ahead.
you?
All right. I haven't figured it out yet this morning either.
Okay.
But I stayed up, watched TV half the night. I'm retired and sometimes that's my excuse.
Did you say retired or no, never mind.
I said retired, yeah.
Well, how can I ease your mind on what we do and how it works? And I can also put you in touch with one of the homeowners that I personally I bought his house this way. And he and I are still really good friends. It's one of those situations where really we're here just to kind of get the monkey off your back. If it works for you guys, then awesome. And if not, we totally understand.
Yeah, well, I guess.
Do you want me to run through it real quick, just so you understand?
No, I just wanted to get a couple things out, and then Trent will let you run through it because apparently us hillbillies here in Wisconsin, some of us don't know this trust thing, but
Not many people know it. It is the
city slickers, I guess we call them. But well, here's where we're at. It is a burden on Brian, and I could maybe help out, but I have no no skin in the game at the end,
Sure.
But it's tough. The economy's tough out there and stuff. Now obviously you're well aware that he's going through a realtor on this process, so we don't want to tie up your whole day on stuff. We just
that's not a problem.
You might have to repeat this as someone else, but
Now the realtor is a family member, right?
Well, yeah, indirectly he's family.
Okay. And
But he sold that house maybe once or twice already through the years.
oh, okay.
So but he's been in the realty game for a while. But I guess this has kind of got to go through them. I would think, don't it?
Yeah, I can talk to him too and explain it to him.
Well, and that's what I told Brian this morning. I just not that I'm a hell of a lot more intelligent than him, but I've been around the block a couple times. But 9 out of 10 times, it's got to be broken down into layman terms for me as well. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I'm the same way. When I first learned about it.
And I own land, I've owned a house, and I've dealt with some transactions. But this isn't normally my gig. But I just wanted to go back to this. We have it at that price, so we can get out of the game and cover this this HUD or program that she got them guys locked into. So we just kind of went on a rock bottom price, but that house is on the market, and it's, I mean, there's some things that need to be done, but we're coming in under market price on that house, at least so I'm led to believe. I believe it's worth more than the 120, but we're just trying to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Because that 730 now, taxes, mortgage, everything going up, it just keeps going up. And if he can sell the house and he can start paying dad some rent here and stuff.
Oh, I see. You're in it for yourself. You're smart.
So that's, yeah. but I start making payments and stuff for him. I'll never get it back on this end of, being a dad, you know what I mean?
Oh, I 100% have the same kind of son.
Yeah. So yeah, we got it down to where we can, walk away from it, and then somebody, it's a good starter home. Definitely. It's got obviously new roof, new sheathing, new gutters. We got a limb leaning up against that AKA garage that would fit a Volkswagen. But it's still up and it's still usable, and the deck ain't in the best shape, but for the most part, I think it's worth the 120 easy enough.
Oh, do you feel like when it's fixed up, it's worth the 120, or the way it's set?
No, I think it'd be worth more than that. I mean, initially Tom put it on the market for 149 or 139 or 149. He went down to, and we've had several people look at it, but I think the biggest thing is people just ain't got the money.
Yeah, well, that's a big part of it for sure.
And then a couple of hits we had on it, they come in so low, it was almost insulting.
What kind of lowball did you get?
Why don't we just give you the keys and you can have it then,
Yeah.
So we countered and stuff and played the game, but I think people just don't have the money. But the housing market softened up some too.
Big time.
Yeah, and you would know that. And the interest rates still ain't down where they need to be, and that's been a big struggle too. The interest rates don't help. And
yeah, do you know what the interest rate is on this one? You remember? Because you bought it in a good time.
Yeah, well, Chris bought it at a good time, but she obviously needed a co-signer, and that's where Brian got swung into this.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So she had some money from their sale at their house in Huntsville, but then there was another party that apparently got a piece of the pie, so she didn't come up here with the capital that she probably needed, and her credit was never good since I've been married to her 40 years ago. But so between the combination, but I don't know what her interest rate is, Jeff, but if I was the guess, like for me, when I bought my house, it was pretty standard to go on a 30-year at 6% fixed,
Right.
At least that was back then, but so I'm going to guess it's 6%, but I couldn't tell you because I wasn't involved in any of it.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that makes it very that's what we're looking for, is like that low interest rate. Then we can find people either to come in and rent it, or people to come in and lease to own it, and provide an easy way for somebody to have a new house, and pay for it as they're renting it. You know what I mean? So it's kind of to help people too, so they don't get in that situation.
Your business,
You can.
I'm assuming you either rent or you flip them, or
Yeah, so I'll do both. Depending on the property, I'll either hold them, but I've got a buyer that lives in Wisconsin. This is his focus, and so I will show it to him and say, "Hey, what do you think?" And if he wants to take it over, then I'll let him have it. But I mean, it's one of those things where when I can keep them, I've got this last year. I'm brand new at this, so you got to bear with me too. I'm not too bright. But this last year I bought 5 houses this way, and it's really advantageous for everybody. And so that's why I think it's a perfect one to do it. So
Yeah, I mean, besides, maybe a coat of paint, a few rooms, I mean, I definitely feel it's at the 120. It's, it's going to need a deck, and we went over there and slopped some stain on it and tried to buy it some time, but Brian's in no position to go and try to put a new deck on it and tear that down and put a garage up, because you'll never get it on the return of the sale.
yeah. Well, and that's why we do what we do. We get them, and we will go through and pretty much renovate the whole thing. The guy I have up there is a construction guy, and so he'll come in and renovate the whole thing. And that's why, we're probably right at what it's owed on it. As far as our offer, we would just take it over. We like the fact that the interest rate's low, and we like the fact that we can put somebody in there that can't normally afford a house, because we've already got the mortgage in place.
Yeah, and around this area, there's plenty of them, but I think if the interest rates were lower and stuff, and there's a lot of people that would possibly qualify for a first-time homeowner.
Yeah, that's true.
Whatever
But
they throw out there, but we just haven't. We've had a ton of people look at it, and obviously they're Caldwell's co-brokering, so there's been several people on, besides Tom himself, that's been showing it, and
yeah.
And we're just not able to move it, but it's definitely been a burden on us. But we're at 120 is what we got to do to see light at the end of the tunnel.
Okay, so you guys are stuck in the 120.
Yeah, well,
because
we got 17 grand that's got to go to that HUD and then the realty fees, and the other thing I don't know about either.
What is the HUD? What is the 17 grand to HUD? I didn't know about that.
It's and that's something that Brian would have to take care of, anything above the sale price, or what the loans for. But it's a government program. I guess I call it HUD, but it might be an FHA. It's something through the government where you got you go out and you find contractors to do work on your house, and you get bids, and then you submit it to this FHA or HUD program, some kind of housing authority government program, and they pay the contractors, but then you're locked in. If you sell the house, they get their money.
Well, here's the beauty: is you're not really you're going to be keeping the mortgage. So it's the way it works is we will put the house into a trust. And it's your trust. So then I come in and I buy your trust. You keep 10% of it, and that keeps the mortgage in place. Sounds like it would probably keep this HUD thing in place too. Is it a penalty, the HUD thing? Like if you sell it too early, or I don't understand what it is really. Is there any paperwork you can point me towards?
Yeah, we have paperwork on it. Basically, and again, it's not really put in layman's terms. It's kind of cut and dried. We have paperwork that shows, and if I'm now, if Chris would have passed away and Brian wasn't on the title, then it probably would have went bye-bye. I don't know if they would have came back and still tried to pursue their money, but I'm led to believe that it'd be forgiven if she stayed in that house for 5 years.
Okay.
And then maybe that loan goes away.
He certainly is.
She wasn't making any payments on it, but
on the HUD part, right?
Yeah, she wasn't making payments on it, but if the house gets sold, then that's got to get paid back. And we're led to believe it can't be rented.
It cannot be rented. It has to be owned by somebody.
Yeah, and that stands for like 5 years. I think really you would have to really kind of look at
that. Yeah,
Brian can take some pics and send it to you.
That'd be great. Yeah, because that's going to be a big.
Yeah, well, that's big now, especially now that I kind of know what you do.
Well, and what's cool for what we offer is everything like that would all stay in place. We're just buying the trust. And so the trust as an entity is going to stay the same. I'm just going to buy 90% of it. The 10% you guys keep to keep the mortgage going, and to maybe this HUD thing, once I research it, maybe that will keep that going as well. Because if it's as long as you're there 5 years, then we're coming up on the 5 years, right?
Yeah, if I understand that paperwork right.
Yeah, because in it looks like, yeah, in November it would be 5 years. And really the bottom line is it would be just, I mean, first of all, it's totally, you guys are done with it. You don't have to deal with it. It's a monkey off your back kind of a situation. But also the possibility of getting somebody in there that could really use it is there as well. I just need to talk to Tom. Will he have all that information?
Yeah, I'm sure he will.
And we got to see how much Tom's going to charge you to sell the house, because as it stands,
It's 6%.
he's charging 6%. Why?
Yeah, because he's co-brokering
He's co-brokering with who?
other realtors.
He doesn't need any. I don't need a realtor on my side, so that's 3% that you could save. But he,
Yeah, well,
I mean,
well, that could maybe change under these circumstances. You know
right,
what I mean?
exactly. Yeah, because you
Yeah,
guys
so
aren't
it's,
potentially.
so if someone else, some other realtor comes and shows it, then they got, they're cut.
Right.
But if you're going directly through Tom, then it would probably be 4% would be my guess.
Well, would Tom be open to negotiating his, since he is a friend of the family, or he is family or whatever? Would he negotiate a flat fee of like $1,000? Because it's been
God, I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't
let's-
really know Tom that. Me and Brian don't really know Tom that good. He's
okay.
kind of scratching his head on this trust thing too. And I'm a little surprised because he's been in the realty business, but he has no idea what this trust thing is.
Gotcha.
And that's why I kind of wanted maybe Tom and Brian to hook up with you, because
Yeah,
for us to
anytime.
try to understand what you're saying and then turn around and explain it to Tom,
No,
because we got to kind of go through the realtor on our end. And
when does your contract with him end? You know?
Sure. I think I just re-signed the contract. I think it's a 6-month contract, but I'd have to have that conversation with Tom.
Yeah, and when you talk to Tom, say, hey, I've got somebody that's willing to do this. Have you had a lot of people looking at it, or has it been pretty quiet?
Just recently there's been some people that's been looking at it. Some of them say they're interested and come back a second time, but then I don't hear anything from it.
And what's their lowball offer?
There was never an offer that was been given.
Oh, there hasn't been. Nobody's coming in and being.
And they come in at something ridiculous,
Like 117.
Yeah, like 117 or something. We had it at 135. I should say, I keep saying we, but I'm really out of the picture.
You're like, I don't want to deal with it. I get it. I totally get it.
Phil several times and made some not so good investments, but I'm just always the conservative one, and I didn't totally lose the skin off the backside. You know what I mean?
I know for sure. And then
you don't keep all your apples in one basket. That I do know.
Yep. And then you guys are up to date on your taxes, right? It's just about 2,000.
Yeah, we just got through that, and apparently, his mom had enough escrow to get through this tax season. But of course, that's took a considerable jump.
Yeah, it went up to 2,000.
I just can't believe what the house insurance and the taxes are. It just jacked it up by like $1,639. He's got to pull out his biscuits if he keeps it this year.
Gotcha.
And it's like,
yeah, I mean,
when I first seen the statement, I go, this can't be escrow. But I haven't had a house or dealt with realty in quite some time, and Jesus, these jumps like this are no wonder why people can't afford nothing.
Yep, exactly.
It's just absolutely ridiculous. I'm just so beside myself with what's going on these days. But
Yeah.
so yeah, I think Tom needs to talk to you, and we don't want to make you sound like a broken record repeating it. But
No, it's fine. I get it because it's confusing. But we've been
Tom's going to be kind of in the loop here. He needs to understand it. And I'm just surprised that he's never ran through it, because you're talking about this trust that's been out since the 80s, according to what Brian said.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let me ask you, is there a way to get Tom, because Tom hasn't been returning my phone calls at all. And so we're just trying to figure out how we can get a hold of him, because when we call, he just I think he then said, "Oh, Brian's gonna call you." And so it's like, whoa.
I thought he had talked to, do you have a secretary or
Yeah. Yep, Daryl.
So I thought he had talked to her briefly.
Yeah.
At some point here, not too long ago, and
Trent, you did talk to Tom.
Either she isn't giving him the total how this works, or he just plain ain't understanding. But
I think he's not understanding, which is totally normal. It's that makes sense on my side. But yeah, if we can if we could get him on the phone with you as well, just so you guys can hear it all, that'd be great.
So yeah, I mean, we're current on everything as it is right now. But it's just, and especially now, if they're going to readjust these monthly payments, so he can have enough escrow for the new tax season.
But what's the new payment going to be?
The what?
What's the new payment?
Well, it's really hard to say, because they wanted was like $730 a month.
And that's taxes and insurance?
Yeah, that was everything. But then they come up with this number the other day when Brian was trying to get this information for you. They wanted $854, so he was going to go pay the $730. And then all of a sudden, somebody said something about $854, and he didn't make the payment because he's like, "What's this?"
Yeah.
So he got on and called Rocket Mortgage the other day, and he spent 5 minutes telling us something we could get a sentence out of. But basically, it's that between the insurance and the escrow, it was going to go up $1,685 and some change for next year.
For 2026? Right now.
With this
Right now, it's at 1943, from what I'm seeing, a year.
All right, maybe after he pays that 8 something, maybe, because I had wrote down 1685.40.
Yeah,
is what I made sense out of it. So he's got to maybe come up with this 840, and then they'll just raise the mortgage not quite as much, or the mortgage. So
okay.
I'm not really sure. The point is, if it keeps going up, it's just going to keep getting worse for him here.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you think it's an adjustable, Brian? Is that why they keep changing it, or is it just?
It's really sure 110% why or what the reason was behind that.
You're talking about a variable?
Yeah, like an adjustable.
No, I think she's on a fixed rate. I don't think she's on a variable.
Yeah, so maybe that extra, because the property taxes from 23 were $1,315 per year, and now they're $1,943. That doesn't justify that much. Yeah, once we get that mortgage statement, it's going to make everything a lot more clear.
Yeah, and that's why when I seen that letter, or what he said 18, I go, that's when I owned a house, it might have, 1 year you had 200-300 to the good, and the next year you're 200-300 to the short, and then it would just kind of go up a couple $100.
Yeah.
And but those days are gone.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So that's why I go, something's wrong here, because man, that can't be an escrow increase. But I wasn't thinking property insurance and stuff in, but I sit and watch too much YouTube. But you know, my property, my little half acre I got here went up, and I mean, it just keeps going up, but the jumps are getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, and that's kind of the reason we do what we do, is just to stop the bleeding. So
Yes, I kind of get what you're going with that.
yeah, and so how long have you had it on market?
Year,
A year.
a year today.
Oh,
year
really?
Today, actually.
Happy
Yeah.
anniversary.
Uh-huh.
Not a good one, but yeah, I mean, and tell me about the garage a little bit, just because I'm looking at it in the picture, and I don't know if it's got a wide angle lens, but it looks like it's kind of leaning. Is that
It is.
okay? So it's potentially gone.
There's a big, I don't know if it's oak tree or maple tree on the back side of it,
Oh yeah.
and then it's got a limb that grew out and got big, so it's touching it and pushing it that way.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's just on a limb going out, not the whole tree, but so that's what's causing the Leaning Tower of Pisa there.
Leaning Tower of Garage. Okay.
Yeah, and it's the garage door's not on the wide part of the garage, and you know, it used to be, there must have been a driveway on the back side of that house to go into that garage door.
Yeah.
And you can't, I don't know if there you can see. So, you know, back, you could have probably got a 1974 Pinto or a Beetle Bug pulled in there, and you would have had a little walking room in front. So it's, you know, it's small. It's just more like a wannabe garage, but a glorified shed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it does have the 3-tap shingle on, but it really ain't leaking. But you can bide some time with it like it is. The cement foundation is got some cracks on the inside, but for the most part, it keeps everything dry. But either that limb will have to come down, or eventually that will have to come down. But
yeah, I think you're right.
It's longer than it's narrower.
Gotcha.
You know, it's longer than the length on instead of the width, so it's really kind of facing the wrong way from where the driveway is now.
Yeah.
But there used to be a small foundation block kind of to drive the wheels on to drive in there. You can tell from some time in the past, but I think it's a nice house. Besides a little paint, maybe redoing that deck and the shed. Like I said, it'd be something that would have to get addressed down the road at some point, especially if you want inside parking. But
sure. And that's a driveway going back to that shed, or no? You said there is?
From the front of the house.
Oh, gotcha.
If you got a picture of the garage shed,
yep,
with the gray door,
yep,
that's where the driveway is. It's coming off the side street versus
around the side of the house.
Yeah, so it's like about 2-car wide. It's got some gravel and stuff down there, some finer gravel. It's been there for a while, but it's coming in. So there is a driveway going in at that side.
Okay, so yeah, I know that you guys. I understand you feel what it's worth and all. Those little things turn into very big things, and that goes. You know, especially the deck has got to be repaired completely. And that's not, that's not cheap by any stretch. And then just fortifying and taking out that tree is super expensive too. And fortifying the shed. So those are all the hidden gems that we have to deal with when we buy these things. And the kitchen, it's a very minimal kitchen, right? It's just the stove and the sink. Yeah.
Well, the stove, it's got it all in there. Refrigerator, stove, kitchen sink. They got room in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can walk around in there, and there's if you're on the one side, I mean, it's got the entrance from the kitchen. It's got the entrance to the shower. But the bathroom shower isn't overly small. It isn't super big, but it's not super small. And the kitchen really ain't super small either.
Yeah.
You can get everything in there, and you still got cabinet space up above, and then there's some over by the sink area too, I believe. So yeah, it's not small and it's not big, but you can, you're not in a can of sardines in there trying to work around. And of course, the dining room's right off of that. And then you got the living room off of that. The rooms aren't the biggest, but
Yeah.
and it's got a full basement, so.
Yeah.
And I believe the house has breakers in it versus the fuses, so.
Yeah, so that's kind of cool.
It ain't that ancient.
Are the electrical outlets grounded ones or the two-prong?
No, I'm not 110%.
Okay, so like the ones on in the living room or the kitchen or the dining room or whatever, down by the baseboards, are those?
Yeah, I mean, it has the three-prong outlets, so
Okay,
I can only assume they are, but it's not like a two-prong outlet.
Okay, cool. No,
So it's got the ground prong,
sometimes that has to
prong
be-
on it,
Yeah, sometimes
Yeah,
that has to be upgraded. Okay,
I
well,
don't know what else.
I think our next step is to talk to Tom. What I want to do with Tom, since you guys aren't blood related, it doesn't sound like it's not a brother or a husband or anything. Let's talk to him about taking $1,000 as his commission, or maybe even $500, letting him know that you guys aren't going to make anything on this, and that there's a lot of work that has to be done to get it rentable and ready to go. So yeah, I think our next step is to talk to Tom. And then the next step after that is I've got to understand this HUD thing, and the 17,000, because you might not have to pay that. Let's find out. Let's look at it and see what, because if it is something where it's a penalty that if you don't live in it so long that you have to pay it, then, we can wait out the
It's not a penalty to not live in it because Brian can live there. And really, as far as I'm concerned, if he signed the paperwork along with his mom to have this work done on the house, the reason why he had to sign that is because he was on as a co-signer on the deed.
Yeah.
For the title, you know what I mean?
And then she died with us. She died, correct?
Yes.
And did she have any kind of a will or a trust?
No, the life insurance policy she had was good, but that went to her daughter. And
okay, and then and it's all out of probate and everything now, so everything's clear.
yeah, and that's the other thing too, and you probably know this, because I found from a lady I know that does deeds and title checks and stuff.
Yeah.
Brian's mom's name's going to have to get taken off, and Tom might know this, but Brian's mom's name's going to have to get taken off that. I guess I call it a title, but
yeah, no,
before he can sell it.
No, and that's the beauty is when you put it into a trust, it's now I have everything I own in a trust, and so to put it into a trust allows it to have the set of rules on it that says, when I die, it goes to so and so. But it's also changed the name basically too, like you're saying, and so now because Chris owns it, right? Her name is just there from the beginning because he was a co-signer, and as a co-signer it just defaults to, because they can't go after it's Chris, right? Your mom?
Yeah. Christine.
Yeah, so they can't go after Christine because she's no longer living, and so it basically defaults to his name. So you're good there, but putting it into the trust will make it even more clear that I always just use the address and the 454 West Center Trust would be the owner of the house and everything. So but yeah, I really would love to see the HUD stuff so we can see where we're at with that, because I think you've got a potential of it being okay, because a lot of those loans or grants or whatever the housing and urban development do that to regentrify an area, and that's why they give you, the 5 years. They're like, hey, we'll give you this, but you got to live in it for 5 years because they don't want.
Yeah, and I know someone too that got a loan, and it was same kind of government loan, maybe a different government loan company, but for her, she couldn't rent it or sell it for up to 3 years.
Right, exactly.
And that was some years back. So I don't know if now it's 5 as a standard or if it's just a different kind of loan. I'm not. It's all Greek to me as far as, but I've heard of that before. But she couldn't sell it or rent it for 3 years. So my house, I had purchased that through my bank, and I could rent. So I was going to move in with her and rent my house out because she wasn't able to do it with hers, and we were just going to stay together at her house, and I would rent mine out because my loan was I was able to do that,
Yeah.
But it didn't go through, and really in the end, it was a blessing in disguise. Trust me.
Okay, well, let's Brian, if you want to set up a time that we can talk to Tom, I'm available the rest of the day if he is around. But also send me as much of that HUD information that you have, and especially names and everything, because I can look it up online too, just to see what the program was that you guys signed up for. But
Okay.
I mean, I'm going to be super frank. There's no money in this at all. This would be purely getting that $800 a month off your back. So I don't see any money coming out of this. You'll be $17,000 ahead if we can make sure that we follow all the rules so you don't have to pay that back. But I really, for what I'm suggesting, there's really not going to be any money that's coming your way. And so I want to be completely, dead honest, like as upfront as possible, so you understand that it would be just taking over the mortgage and taking over that. We'll do all the repairs and everything. The beauty of it is if we miss 3 payments in a row, the house would go back to you with all the improvements, with the tree cut down, with the garage rehab, with all that stuff. So you want us to miss payments down the road because you won the lottery in that situation, because we'll have everything fixed up.
So basically, it's almost like a land contract in a
Exactly.
way as well, then, because if you miss a payment, then you forfeit what you paid on it up to that point, and you lose the deal.
100%.
All right, because that's what it was kind of sounding like me initially.
Yeah. So
This first was presented.
Yeah, we do that.
But I don't understand this 90-10 thing on this trust.
So the trust, you have to still have ownership of the trust, and it has to be at least 10%. And to keep that to keep the mortgage in place. And so that's what the 90-10 is. So we can't come in and take 100% of it because the mortgage is still tied to you, and what will soon be the trust that you put the house into.
So how long are we involved in this 10%, and who's making the mortgage payment if it's this 90-10 that you're talking about?
We are responsible, and it will be in the contract, for everything, for the payment, the insurance, the everything. There's nothing that you guys are responsible for. That is just there
to be on the paperwork to make this happen this way.
Yep.
So we're just like the silent partner per se.
Yeah, per se.
Okay, as long as we're not in any obligations, I guess.
No, and it'll be laid out.
Like a similar.
It will be laid out that you're not obligated.
All right, I guess I'm understanding it more, and I appreciate you taking that time. What's the temperature in California, anyways?
The actual temperature is perfect, is what we call it, but I think probably 75. So we're bundling up a little bit. We might have to start a fire tonight. It could 75
for us would be perfect.
65. Oh, we would literally freeze. Like, what do you do at 65?
Yeah, I know. I could do 75 though.
Yeah, we won't go outside when it's 65.
20s tonight, and over the next couple days, we might get hit with another 12 inches of snow down here over here. So,
well, hopefully you'll get some wind in there too, so it really drives that temperature.
after Sunday, Monday, we get this snow, then the whole week we'll be back up into the 40s and maybe possibly 50s. So the foot that we might get over the next 2 days might be gone inside of a week. But that's March weather for us here, you know.
Man.
We usually get a lot of snow in March, and but yeah, we're ready for spring to get out and do some projects and stuff. So
Well, get on a plane and come to California. We have spring year round. It's awesome.
yeah, that sounds like I gotta bring my wallet though.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. You'll leave it here. Your wallet will not go back home with you. That's for sure.
What the heck's the rent prices going for? I mean, obviously, I know.
Okay, so here I'll give you an example real quick. This house that you guys have, if it were on Balboa, is kind of an island that's between the Newport Peninsula and the mainland. It's called Balboa Island. My mom had one almost exactly the same size and everything. She sold it for 1.3 million. So the rent, yeah, the rent was, I think it was pushing like 4,000 a month for that. Yeah, silly, stupid, dumb, and same exact house. Like that's Balboa Island.
Yeah, I mean, around here it varies, and I'm not obviously renting. I own what little I have here, but you know, we have apartments in Boston here. They're like $1,100-1,200 for a small 2-bedroom, 1 bath. You know.
Yeah, that's not bad. What do you
but
think?
Even the regular.
What would this one rent out for?
What's that?
What would this one rent out for? Do you know?
If I was to guess, I mean, if we weren't in such a pickle, we just want to basically just get the mortgage covered and stuff, and maybe, you know, enough for a can of Spam and a loaf of bread. But I would try to get, you know, just to make it a little more rentable and appealing, so we can get some revenue coming in.
Yeah,
I would push for about $850, but
okay. So
make no mistake, there's people that have these kind of houses that are going to try to get probably $1,000 would be probably base price.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If someone, you know, didn't wanted to rent it, they could probably push for $1,000, but because everybody else around this area is 1,200 plus, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, it would rent for $1,000 easy enough. I don't see no reason why it wouldn't, even in the shape it's in. But and that way we could at least, you know, cover the mortgage, and but then we'd be under terms and conditions because we wouldn't want to be landlords.
Yeah, and that's.
I've heard too many horror stories, but some look at it different.
Yeah, they can be.
I could get rented for $1,000, but I'd probably go I'd probably go about $850. That way, I could get someone in there that could afford to rent it, and then I just don't want to, you know, price everybody out on the rent price either. You know what I mean?
Exactly, for sure.
But other than that, we have that HUD paperwork here.
Oh, good.
It's just some of it I don't quite understand, but I think the way out of it would be this 5-year thing. And like you said, you must have checked the date, and
yeah,
we must not be too far away from that.
No, November looks like that's the 5-year mark. So
what I'll do, Trent, is after I get off the phone with you, I'll shoot Tom a call or shoot him a text.
Okay.
Because normally he's pretty busy. He's got stuff he's going through. So, and see if I get a response back from him.
Okay.
And see if we can set up something today. If I don't hear anything back from him in a few hours, I'll let you know.
Okay.
And well, after I start sending you some photos of the HUD program contract and things like that.
Perfect. Okay, that works for me.
All right.
Okay, guys. Great meeting you.
Yeah, most definitely. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Take it easy.
Yep. You bet. Bye-bye.
See ya. Okay, Cheryl.
So you did talk to Tom, and I
Hold
talked
on,
to Tom.
You guys got crazy with the peanut butter and the dog and the. What's that?
I did talk to Tom and so did you.
Did I talk to Tom?
Yes.
Was he worthless?
Well, he said that he wanted us to explain it to Brian.
Brian, right.
So that's why he gave Brian your number so you could explain it to Brian because Tom
Yeah.
wasn't understanding it. But yes, you did talk to Tom.
Okay.
He also said that shed is a pile of crap. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, taking this one over is okay, but I think it's more than anything on this one, the education for you guys. This is a good education on, like, let's say they owed 65. Then we're talking about it.
Right.
I don't know if this place is worth 90.
Well, and that's what I was just saying, Sean. I'm like, if their payment's over $750.
Yep. And they said it's, yeah, and you can get $800 a month for rent.
Yeah, I don't think it's
not a
worth it.
deal. I want to try to help these guys still, because they're very close to being in a place where they could probably do this themselves. We don't need to be a part of it. We can help them out, and just show them how to do it, and maybe market it for them, and see what we can do to help.
Yeah, I mean, if they could rent it out, that would be great.
They don't want to be landlords. They were
I know,
yeah,
I know.
He was pretty clear about that. It's like, we'd like to rent it out, but just not be landlords. And so the way to do that is you get somebody in there that wants to do lease to own. And so what we could do is kind of figure that out as far as get somebody in there that's willing to pay the $850 or $900, knowing that they're doing a lease to own.
Yeah.
But they own since they're leasing to own, they are responsible for everything that goes wrong. Then that way you're essentially not a landlord.
Right.
You just are holding the paper for them, and and you're making, so the key to making money on that situation is, and maybe this is where we make our money, is we get somebody that's willing to do 900 or 1,000 a month, and then we pay the the 800 a month. So you're making at least $100 or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think I can teach them how to do it. And I think it's one of those things where I don't want to try to squeeze blood out of a turnip. And these guys are so nice, and I can help them out. It's not going to cost me anything, just a little bit of time.
I thought it was funny that the daughter got the life insurance policy and the son is stuck with this.
Yeah, it's like it seems like, I mean, you never know what the good thing is when somebody dies. It can be like, hey, here's a real problem I've been dealing with.
Yeah. Well, been there, done that.
So I think, I'm with you. So I think it's one of those things where we just kind of, I think I'm going to suggest just helping them out. I don't see any money in it.
Yeah, no, I was just telling Sean, and we have a very overtired puppy who doesn't want to take a nap. So he's kind of been on dog duty throughout all of this.
That is the most spoiled, pampered dog I've ever.
No, he's just ADD. He won't sit
Did
still.
you know that animals used to live outside?
Yeah, I know. I grew up with labs and they lived outside.
And they like that. They're
fun. Well, he loves it outside. That's where he is right now.
So
but no, when Sean was just in here, I'm like, I don't see how this is any value to us at this point.
None.
So,
None.
Yep. I'm fine just letting you help
my time.
them.
Is that what you're saying? Thanks.
Huh?
Thanks for the problem. I feel like you died and this is what you left me. Yeah,
I'm fine walking away. You can walk away if you'd like, but
I probably will. But I'm just, if we can help them and kind of show them how they could do it. I don't know if they're going to want to. They are not, but that's the thing is I want to be honest with them straight up. I'm not giving them any money for this.
No.
And so if that's what they're looking for, I'm not the guy.
Yeah. Well, I think you were pretty clear on that.
Yeah. So hopefully they get it. Well, great way to find a really good one.
That was my first find, by the way.
Do you get it? Do you understand the mortgage takeover now and why it happened?
I've heard it explained. I mean, I get the gist of it, but I mean, how much does setting up a trust cost?
Well, your husband
How
does
are
it.
we buying the trust if we're taking over the payments?
That's where you're buying the trust. So you're buying negative equity.
Okay,
Right? So, but
so we're
you're
buying their mortgage.
we're buying the loan, correct? And so, you can set up your own trust. You just have to make sure you register it, so it's legit. But through Loan Depot, your husband's done it. It's pretty simple.
Okay.
Or you can pay somebody and make sure it's perfectly done. And they're responsible, then they've got a responsibility, and that costs about $3,000-4,000.
Thanks.
So yeah, this one, again, the ones to do are the ones that are high, that have some good equity, that are a little higher priced, and that people are going to just get blasted if they lose their house and they go through the foreclosure process.
Yeah.
So there you have it.
Okay. Hey, update on that portfolio too. I don't want to hijack your entire
No, hijack.
time today.
Everybody else is chilling. And we're watching,
Um,
and are we watching the dog poop right now? Is that our video?
that looks like what Sean is doing. Yes.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Sean, for that.
He might just be standing his ground and doesn't want to come in the house.
Which one are we talking about? The dog or Sean?
That one right there. He gets to the point where he wants to just sit outside.
And so
I don't think he's pooping, if that helps you.
okay, I feel better. But I like the fact that Sean has to clean it up if he is. So
Yeah, well, him and I cleaned up the yard last weekend, so it was a team effort. So the portfolio, the seller wants to 1031 into larger commercial properties.
oh, of course they do.
His plan was to sell off over the next few years, but would be open to a package deal.
Okay.
So this guy that I'm talking with is not the realtor, the seller's realtor. The seller's realtor is a good friend of his. So he said that around 160 to 170, maybe more flexible given condition to the Racine properties. And then the Kenosha properties would be around 180-ish per building, maybe less depending on how many buildings.
Okay. And what is his stake in this? Does he?
I don't know that he's got any. I'm
Okay.
sure his friend would give him a,
Yeah.
a
So it's
kickoff or bounce, whatever. I can't.
kickback,
Yes, that's the word.
a kickoff. They'll take him to a football game. And
I need more coffee.
yeah, you do. You need something. What's the dog's name again?
Rip.
Rip. Why not just send him off? We had a Bernedoodle in Ohio that was a full-on dog.
He's showing you.
What is he doing?
I don't know.
That dog that we had was never on a leash. What the heck is it? Are we in his pocket? We're in his pocket.
Probably.
That dog never was ever on a leash. We would just let him go,
Wow.
and he used to dig up. She would dig up the neighbor's dead dog, and in Ohio, much like probably where you guys live, if a dog's a nuisance, they shoot it. And so the neighbor said, if that dog's on my property again, I will shoot it. I'm like,
Yeah, so he doesn't listen like very well yet. He doesn't come when you call him, so that's why he's on a leash.
yeah,
And there's a lot of deer poop in our yard that I really don't want him eating.
it's delicious.
And people fly down because we're like on the first part of a hill, so people fly down right in front of our house. So
He'll get rocked.
yeah, like I said, I'm not ready to get rid of him yet. He was too expensive.
Oh, there we go. Oh, good. We waited long enough. Thank you, Sean.
Oh, is he pooping?
Well, if he did, he just sat in it.
I don't think he's pooping.
He was wrenching up for it. Oh, good. Let's get a closer look. Okay, this live has gone completely off the rails because of the puppy. Rip.
I think you're in his earbuds. He's not
Oh.
hearing you.
The dog has earbuds too? How?
No, Sean has earbuds.
Oh, okay. I can never tell who we're talking about. I think he just ate some deer poop.
No, he's chewing on sticks.
Okay, so that's where we're at. If nothing else, I'll make sure you're a part of Tom's conversation
Oh, yay.
I'd like to learn about the HUD thing. I think it's safe to say this is not a deal.
Yeah.
All right. But fun. I mean, it's fun.
Yeah, sure.
What else are you gonna do on a Saturday but take the dog out to poop and listen to a
Oh,
guy?
look at there's Benji.
Oh, look at that. The
He
wards
got stuck in the house.
the wards have just totally taken over the live stream.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to my computer now. I have a call to make.
Okay,
Bless you.
cool. And we don't have too many people in here, so I probably am gonna call it quits for today and get to my stuff. All right, but good. I mean, it was good to kind of listen to the whole trust, all the pushback, everything. Those were, Sean, you're still on. You might want to turn off before we see you. Jeez Louise.
Turn your camera off.
Oh my gosh, that was gonna get ugly really fast. Okay, saved us from that. All right, guys. Well, we'll be back Monday morning, 8 a.m. Until then, go find some good stuff, and we'll see you then.
Have a good weekend.
I got weekend, Trent.
Okay, guys. Take it easy.
Bye.
Later.